G'day everybody, Ianapolis here, your acrylic guru, coming to you Friday night live. How are we all going? I'll just wait till things settle in. It's still dark outside and my light glares up. I do know I got to get a better webcam for this, and that will be happening when I get the time to do it. I just don't have the time right yet, but bear with me. This webcam's a bit on the washy side. There we go. Okay. So this is where you can ask me some questions if you like. If you have anything that's bothering you or troubling you, or you just want to know an answer to, feel free to send me your questions down there. G'day Tammy Sharp, how are you? Also, while I'm here, there's some links in the description below. I want you to take the opportunity to check them out. And there's one for my art for sale. You can go there and view what available art tutorials that I've done on YouTube and what are available for sale, okay? And you message me in Facebook. There's a link for my Facebook, and you can add me, follow me there on Facebook as well, and you message me in Facebook to organise purchasing of one of my paintings. All right, we've got Cheryl. Hello, Cheryl. Marion from Illinois. The Maria, unfortunately I can't read your font, Maria, the language I can't understand. And Barry says, g'day mate from Geraldton. G'day Barry from Geraldton, up north from me. I'm in Perth here. Get rid of that bloody glare. There we go. Let's see if this helps anything. Yeah, for those people over there that don't know, I've never heard of Geraldton. Geraldton's a place in Western Australia, north of Perth. A lot of people go there for holiday fishing, and obviously they live up there as well. Tammy Sharp says, congrats on selling some of your art. Yes, thank you very much, Tammy. Cheers from Tennessee, USA, says Hayla Simon. Now we've got a Deanne. Hello, Ian. This is Dee Dee. Hello, Dee Dee. How are you going, Dee Dee? Trevor. Hello, Ian from England. All the way in England there. G'day, Trevor. I've just got to put my hand up here like this. There we go. Bear with this camera, okay? I know it's a snotty, crappy camera. It's a silly little webcam up there, but it's all I've got for now. So at least you're getting something. I will be getting one when I get the time. I'll buy a new one when I get the time, okay? Because time is very hard for me to come by with my roofing work and trying to get videos filmed and edited, okay? Who else we got there? We got Natty. Hello from Palm Desert. First time the connection opened up for me in months. Well, thank God you got that worked out. Hey, Natty. Good stuff. Donna, hello from Alabama, USA. G'day from USA, Alabama. Hello from Woodlands, California is Vicky Owens. We also got James Vec. Hello, Ian. Love your videos. North Dakota here. Great. Watch your paintings. Great job, says Trevor. And Russ Webb says, hi, Ian from South France. Oh, all the way in South France. Okay. So also, while I'm here, I like to take this opportunity to thank you subscribers and people that follow my channel here and you support my content. Without you, this channel won't exist, okay? I love doing what I do, and I'm so happy with the feedback that I get with you showing me your renditions of some of my tutorials or your own art itself. It's really, really beautiful to see, okay? And I really want to thank you, and I appreciate you for following me here, okay? I've got to stop saying that, don't I? Anyway, let's see if we can get a few questions. Russ Webb. Chrissy Canvas Art. Hello, Chrissy Canvas Art. Marcia Best from Trinidad. Love your paintings a lot. Thank you very much. Marilyn Lynch. G'day, Marilyn Lynch. How are you? And we've got a Mackie. How long have you done your paintings? Mackie from Panama. I've been painting since 2012, but I've always been artistic since day dot. Since I was born, I've been doing graphite, lead pencil stuff with pens. So I've always had art in me, but I've just started the actual painting in 2012 and progressed from there, okay? So remember, ask questions, and if I can find time to answer them, because sometimes there's a lot coming up at once and sometimes there's not many at all, is there? So if I miss you out, I'm sorry, but I'm trying my best to acknowledge everybody here. Anne, g'day, says Anne. Anita, what is she saying there? Hello, Anita A. Anyway, Donna, hey Ian, could you do a lesson on that wolf behind you? I am working on one myself. Would love an instruction. You are a great teacher. All right, it just so happens that there's a link in the description below, Donna Fountain, for my video catalogue. I have over 200 videos on my YouTube channel, and these two paintings here are tutorials. So you can already find those thumbnails in the video link there, and click on the tutorial and watch how I paint it and see if you can follow along with me, okay? So that's another thing I'd want to get out there to people. Not many people know, excuse me, how many videos I actually have on my YouTube channel. I'm having my coffee here. It's morning time here in Perth where I am, but it's Friday night for you people on the other side of the world. So check out the link in the description below. It's got my videos, then the link. It'll take you there. And there's over 200 tutorials of mine, and there's so many different subjects as well, all right? So that's for you, Donna Fountain. It's already a tutorial. Isn't it good you come live and you can ask me these things straight away? This is what it's all about, connecting. We're going to connect. We need to connect so we can understand how things go. What else have we got there? Ian, I've started water acrylic painting. What would you recommend how to start? The best way to start, since I've already been down that track, is to practice subjects. Work out what you think you would like to paint. Let's say it's sceneries and landscapes. Practice subjects in those paintings like clouds, procedures in those subjects like blending, brush movement. Work out what brush is going to work for you, okay? You need to do a lot of practice before you can do a full-blown painting. I'm not saying don't try and do a full-blown painting. Do one, but you will probably be annoyed if it looks like snot. So that's why I do say practice and work out what brushes will work for you as well, and understand your brushes. That's another thing some beginners can, should, and need to do as well, is understand your brushes and how they work for you. Okay? Marilyn Lynch says, when you mix paint on your palette, what is it covered with? Looks like thin paper. Oh, well, my palette in my studio is a aluminium board, and it's covered in grease paper, the grease paper you get from your supermarket. That way, when it's finished, I have it clipped around my my palette, and when I'm finished, because I do you can see how much paint I get on there. I don't try and keep it all neat and all like 10 little tin soldiers in a row. I just go hell for leather on there. Paint gets everywhere, and at the end of it, I just screw it up and throw it in the bin. So it's grease-proof paper. The DD saying, I just looked up Google Translate. So DD's looking up Google Translate for some reason. You can probably get back to me and let me know what you're looking that up for. Do you ever paint abstract? I've done some sort of abstracts. I'm not. I won't say I'm not into it. I just haven't done it. I'm sort of stick to the subjects that I do, something that beginners can relate to. Abstracts. I've done a self-portrait, which is sort of on the abstract side. That's in my video catalogue. What would I mix to smooth out oil painting? Angie's Art Studio. What would I mix to smooth out oil painting? I'm not sure, because I don't work in oil. I'm acrylic. I only work in acrylics, okay? So unfortunately, I can't answer that question. Trevor's saying, cheers, will do. Angie's saying, love your art creations. Beautiful. Thank you very much. Lillian retracted her message. That's fine. Russell Webb, hi Ian, I've got a question for you. Okay, spit it at me. You've probably been asked this a million times. The thing keeps going up. But do you happen to know the best way to keep unused paint on your palette still wet for the next day? You can probably get a takeaway container, so long as you haven't got it sprumed all out over your palette. Get a mist bottle with water, even if it's soapy water. Spray the top of your paint, spray the inside of the takeaway container and sit it on top. Okay, and it'll create its own atmosphere and moisture in there, and hopefully that'll work. It's better than nothing. Otherwise, just try and put the amount of acrylic paint on your palette that you think you're going to use for that moment, okay? That's all you can do. Sulu says, howdy. Karen Parker saying, hello to everyone. G'day, Karen Parker. How are you going there? Okay, thanks. Dee Dee saying, Marie said, my love, I love your work. I do not understand what you say. Okay, that's why she's used Google Translate. No problem there, Dee Dee. Marcia Best, I like how you say all the right DSTs and not too shabby. I want to know what that DST, I like the way you say all the right whatever and not too shabby. That's all right. Thank you very much. Yeah, well, at the end of the day, when you finish your painting, I remember when I was beginning and you'd done something with a friend and that, in your mind, whether you think it or you say, that's not too shabby, eh? And I remember it just come to me once, and now it's in every video now. It's just part of my lines there. Not that I have lines, but it's the things that I use, common things that I like to say and use. I like how you say, I just read that one, sorry. Lillian Hatfield, love your tutorials and finished painting. Marvellous. Thank you very much for loving my tutorials. Be sure to follow me on Facebook. There's a Facebook link in the description below. Is the Michael Jackson for sale? Yes, there's a for sale link in the description below. And these two are for sale, of course. They're all my tutorial paintings. So I'll just give you an idea of the size. They're all 32 by 42 centimeters. So this is the size of them, okay? It's an A3 size canvas, and the paintings I sell, I put a label on it. Let's see if you can see that. And it's just got, I've painted it and I've signed it as well, okay? So they are all for sale. If you go to that link, you will see what's available for sale, because when one is sold, and the thumbnail is removed, okay? And my latest tutorial that's coming out tomorrow, the sunset boat, that was purchased straight away, and I don't have it here to show you, okay? Who else we got here? Janice Burns, good morning, Ian. What do you use to coat your painting when finished? Spray, varnish, or what? Yes, I use a spray varnish. Not all of them get varnish, but sometimes when I remember, I'll give them a spray of spray varnish, just like a semi-gloss or satin, nothing too shiny, so when it's hanging on your wall and your light's on, it's got this big glare on it, okay? Mark Babbitt is saying, g'day Ian. G'day Mark Babbitt, how are you? How are you, Mark? Good to have you on board here. Marilyn Lynch, how do you clean your brushes? What do you use as a cleaner? I use water. The acrylic paints that I use, and I just clean them out in water. And I have a beating bucket with a stick across the bottom of it so I can beat the water off it. And then I lay them on top of a towel and I wash them in a towel to absorb the water out of them. It's a good way I reshape my flat brushes as well. Nothing special there, but if you've got acrylic, I've always got this brush on my table. I don't know why, but it's always there. If you've got paints that are stiff and got some munted up paint in there from days and you're still using it and you wash it, but you can tell they've still got a lot of gunk in there, get some dishwashing liquid into a decent sized tub Okay, just a dob of dishwashing liquid. Turn your hot water on it and let it froth up, but not like it's all foam. Fill it up with hot, soapy water and sit your brushes in there and forget about them for a couple of days. And then give them a good washing, okay? And that'll really help make them better than what they were when you first put them in there. One of my favourite is the zebra. Yeah, unfortunately the zebra's gone. Pippi says, I joined a paint every day, 30-day challenge. What can I expect to benefit from it? You can expect to be painting every bloody day for the next month, okay? That's all I could say. I don't really know what else you can expect from something like that. But you'll be busy painting for a month, all right? Donna Fountain, good tips. Fernando, what is the difference between flow white and titanium white? That's a good question. Flow white is just a student paint you can get from a craft shop. It's a white poster paint. It's pretty much like the paint you put on your ceiling, but not as flat. It's runny substance. It's not a thick-bodied substance like the paints you would have seen me use. They come out of the tube and they're a bit more thicker than a toothpaste consistency, okay? Flow white is softer and a bit more runnier than that, but not like water though. It's a bit like yogurt, all right? Russell Webb. Also, what is that material you use in the video to create your own canvas for the backing to your piece of canvas? Well, I'm using a foamolite. It's you don't use millimeters over there, so forgive my measurements, increments here, but it's a 3mm foam board, condensed foam board. It's lightweight and it has a printable paper on both sides, and I get it from the sign writing supply shop because a lot of sign writers use it, okay? And I go and buy a roll of canvas. It's canvas in a roll. It's the actual cloth, the canvas cloth. I go and buy that from the art shop and I cut them to size, and I use the spray contact adhesive where you spray both sides and then I stick them together and they're there for good. All right, that's what I'm using for my canvas panels for my art tutorials at the moment. All right, what else is there? If any of you people have issues with blending, I get a lot of questions about that. I understand you would. Remember, you need to practice, okay? Practice your blending, because if you're having trouble doing something, that's virtually your inner self saying, hey, practice a bit. It's that easy, all right? While we're here, I just want to see, is there a way I can share this on my Facebook page while we're going live? Probably not. I don't know how to do it. If someone can share this on my Facebook page for me, that'd be great. Russell Webb. Gore blimey, must be pretty early here in Perth. 6 a.m. It's 11:30 p.m. here in South France. Yeah, well, the time is, well, it's only 6:30 in the morning here. There's my clock. All right, there's the time. And it's pointless me coming on live when I'm going to have 3 people watching and asking questions, when I can come on live, work out a time, and I've got 40 to 50 people I can be talking to and answering questions to. So make sure you keep asking questions if you have anything, no matter what it is, art related or can be related to something about anything in life that maybe I might know the answer to. I don't know the answer to everything, but you might want to know something about me or something like that, okay? Janice Burns, do you need more coffee? You look like you need more coffee. Can't wait for you to post the new sailboat video I bought. Oh, yes, Janice Burns, can't wait. Yes, that'll be up tomorrow, Janice Burns, so probably this time tomorrow, is it? I've got to work. Yes, this time tomorrow it'll be uploaded to YouTube. And that is a beautiful colour. It's got beautiful colours in it. It's a very simple painting to paint. And if you think it's hard when you're doing it, that means you've got to practice a bit more. Practice the amount of paint you're loading onto your canvas and practice blending. the way I blend. I teach people to paint the way I blend, okay? But my way isn't the only way. There's so many different artists out there that paint and blend different ways. I just show you my way, all right? Donna, can you please give tips on getting depth in your painting? Depth in your painting. I suppose you need to look at some photos because it depends what sort of depth you're on about. But can you give, what was that again? Tips. Well, let's say shrubs, mainly shrubs where they're hitting the ground. Look at some photos with shadows in it and depth, and you'll get an idea. Like you'll learn, like if you're doing a row of shrubs, there's always dark depth at the bottom of those and pockets within it, but mainly at the bottom. Where the land meets the water, there's always a bit of depth there. And shadows create depth and realism to a photo as well. You can do a painting and forget to put all your shadows in. It looks fine, but it's a bit naked. But once you master, hang on a minute, and you work out where the depths go and the shadow lines, it starts bringing it to life, okay? How long have you been painting for, says Marcia? Since 2012, I've started painting. Hi from South Oz. It's around 9 a.m. here. Keep sharing that ochre slang. Sorry, I'm not the best reader. With the best in the world. Okay, Aussie Broad. I'll do that. I'll just keep carrying on the way I do. Vicky Kaiser, are you a self-taught artist? I don't really know the answer to that. I've never gone anywhere to learn art. Like I said, I've been drawing in pencil since I was a little nipper and all through my high school and primary school days. And I was the kid at school where everyone came up to and says, Ian, can you draw me this? Can you do this for my art project? You know, there's always that kid that's the drawer in the class or in the school. Well, I was that kid, but I never did painting. I did painting in 2012. I started, and my art instincts helped me accomplish where I am to that today. And also I wanted to learn a lot and practice a lot to get where I am today as well. So if that's self-taught, I suppose I am self-taught. But if it isn't, well, I don't really know. Because some people out there get a bit, you can never be self-taught because you're watching somebody and learning, which is true. But I've developed things. So I'm self-developed. How's that? Hope that helped you out there, Vicky. Fernando, holy crap. Only been painting since 2012. Amazing. I'm more inspired with my new hobby. Well, like I just said there, Fernando, I've done a lot of practicing. I haven't just jumped into it and thought, I like that. When I did, and I was frustrated, and I went on YouTube and I watched people, and then I was doing things, and they slowly got better and better. And the more you put into your art, the more you will get out of it, all right? So just remember that. Any more questions, feel free to ask me questions. Also realise the simplest things in paintings require practice. Like a lot of people are telling me I couldn't believe how hard clouds are to paint. And yeah, they can be the most simplest thing to add to a painting. We'll put a couple of clouds in there, no worries. But they can be the most hardest thing. You can overwork a cloud and make it look like rubbish. You can overwork a cloud and it'll overtake your whole painting. You got to remember to stop. Okay, so the simplest things in a painting can also require a lot of practice. All right, so just remember that. Thank you for I was the beginner of my arts history. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Marcia. Bruce Anderson is asking, just wanted to say to my friend, just wanted to say hi, maybe. You left the word hi out. Hello, Bruce Anderson. How are you? Bruce Anderson, I know Bruce Anderson. The name's familiar. He purchased one of the barn paintings. G'day, Bruce. You left the word hi out, so... Also, if you want to add me as a friend on Facebook, there's a link in the description below. You can message me, follow me on Facebook, but you need to message me once you get on Facebook. Just send me a message saying you met me on YouTube and you want to add me, because I'm getting a lot of friend requests that aren't telling me that they've met me on Facebook and I'm just not answering it. If you've sent me a request and you haven't got a response from me, delete the request and resend it and send me a message. And I'll get a message request saying, oh, you've got some message requests here. And I'll look at those and I'll check to see if they're from, yeah, I met you on YouTube, blah, blah, blah. And then you've sent me a request and then I'll confirm it, okay? Because there's a lot of Facebook pages out there that are not real, and I don't want to go adding those sort of things if I can help it. It's very hard to filter them out, but this is just one way I get about it, okay? Antonio, hi Ian, do you have any tips for painting feathers like on a green budgie? No, I don't really, but I've done a macaw with feathers on it. It's in my video catalogue, so check the link in the description below. I'll just see what this is like without the light on. Is that any? No, that's a bit rubbishy. So check that link out. I mean, check that video out, sorry. And if they look feathery enough for you in there, give that a go. I haven't really done many feathery things. I'm just trying to see this bloody light. I'm going to go down to JB today. JB's electronic. I'm going to source out a decent webcam for when I do this live. At least it's something. It's something, okay? It's better than nothing. Okay. Mosey says, how are you? Gregory Gillerin, howdy Ian. Hey Ianapolis, says Mose. Best tutorial, I meant sorry, says Marcia, no problem. I've got a long one here. Trish is saying, what are your thoughts on lightly spraying a bit of water on the back of canvas before painting to help it not dry out too fast? Thanks so much for all your tips. Well, if it's a stretch canvas, you can do that. If it's a canvas board, you cannot. I use canvas boards. Canvas papers, there's people that paint on canvas paper. It looks like canvas, but it's just paper. Some of it's rough or medium or smooth. They don't require any water at all. Some canvas panels, you can probably, I've just sprayed the front of mine, but just the mistiest, because acrylics can be very absorbent into a canvas, okay? If you're spraying the back, I've never done that, but you'll have to work out whether to put light, medium or heavy spray of water on the back of that. But I do know if you've got a dent in your finished painting, because someone told me this years ago, I had it on my monkey one, I was put water on it and I massaged it and it smoothed the dent out of the painting, out of the canvas. Thank you for joining, Mark Babette. Oh, here we go. Mark Babette says, thank you for joining. And you know what, Mark, I was even asking a friend, how do you pronounce it? I'll try and pronounce it here. Iron Dequat Art Club. Thank you for joining Iron Dequat Art Club group page. You add great value to the page and it is greatly appreciated. Thank you very much, Mark. Thank you very much. Marilyn Lynch says, your eagle head feathers. Well, check that link, check that video again and see how I done it, because sometimes I can't remember everything I do. Check and see how I done it. That's all I can say. Hi from Wigan, UK. Hi from USA loves you, says Sulu. Thank you, USA. I use canvas boards only, says Marcia. Well, you don't need to spray the back of them. Don't bother putting anything on the back of those. If they're like what I've used, like what I'm using lately, the ones that I'm making, I need to spray a little bit of water on them, just a little bit, because they can be very hungry. Gregory Gilman says, any tips on doing animal eyes? Mine look too human. Yeah, any tips? Well, if your eyes are looking too human, that's a good thing, because you can paint some human eyes. I have a video in my video library. Check the link in the description below. There's over 200 videos in my catalogue. The eye I did on my cat Steve, check out how I did the eye on that, because I've done a human eye as well. It's a black and white with a coloured insert. So you can check out the two ways that was done, or the way it looks at the end. What's the eye like in that? No, that's a bit small there. That one's not so much detail. But the eye I did in my portrait of my cat Steve, that's quite glassy and colourful. So if you can find that video on there, I'm not sure what number it is, but go to my video catalogue link in the description below my videos and search until you find the thumbnail of Steve the cat, and you can see that done there, Gregory. Trish, I'll do as you, just spray a bit on the front. Thank you. What would make you want to spray the back? If you're watching other people spray that, if it's working for them, you don't just look at, okay, he sprayed the back, it's working for them. You got to see, okay, what mediums he's using, what type of canvas it is, how much he's actually using, how long they've been doing it for, so they know what they're doing as well. All these little things, just the more you do things, the more you get out of it, the more you learn, all right? It's not just a matter of buying some coloured mediums, a couple of brushes, and slapping it onto a surface such as paper or canvas. The more you do it, the more you'll learn about things, okay? And don't think, oh my God, this is going to be so hard. There is a science behind painting, but like I say, the more you do it, the more you learn. It stays in your memory, okay? It's not going to go anywhere. If you stop doing it for 10 years and got back into it, you might lose a bit. But other than that, you'll be fine, okay? Art's a great part of life, and it helps you live a healthy and happy life. I find it does anyway. Because sometimes I get really excited going in there knowing I'm going to paint. And that's another thing. How long are we going for? Half an hour. Knowing a subject to paint before you paint, because the worst thing you can do is set up your canvas and you don't know what you're going to paint, and it can be frustrating. But when you know what you're going to paint, what colours you're going to use and how you're going to go about it, it's a great feeling, all right? And so just remember that. Trish is saying okay. Sulu's saying Tress help, okay. Yeah, you can even talk amongst each other down there if you want. Brenda Lalton saying, hi Ian from West Virginia, USA. Hello, Brenda. I have problems painting rocks, says Marcia. Yeah, my rocks aren't the best either, unfortunately. There are people out there that can paint some bloody good rocks. That would take more practice as well. I've been doing a lot lately where you just double coat the brush and just do little blobs of stones, pebbles or rocks that way. You'll notice if you're having trouble painting rocks, you need to incorporate a lot more of the darker colour in it and just slightly highlight it, because I can look back on other people or some of mine, and mine are too loud and bright in colour. They need that dark shadow depth colour in them. Okay. What else have we got there? I'm just reading my bullet points here to tag me. Okay. If you have a post that you want me to see, my wall on Facebook doesn't allow anybody just to put anything there. As in the past, I was getting bombarded with too much stuff on my page. So I put a stop to that. You can still tag me in anything, but I'll get notified, as you all know, and then I can allow what I need on my wall, okay? And then it'll turn up on my wall. And once you tag me, I get to see it anyway. So don't worry. I've had some people saying I wanted to post on your wall, or I wanted to tag you, but it won't let me do it. It will let you do it. It just means you have to wait until I've seen the notification and allowed it, okay? That's just stopping people from just bombarding my wall with all their posts, because sometimes some people can get carried away. I mean, no harm. I'm not angry at it. I'm just stating that this is what has happened, and it's just bombarding my page with all of that. And sometimes I need to see just my own stuff as well. So I've just slowed that down by controlling what I allow on my wall, okay? Judy, hi guys. I'm getting a lot of buffering. Sorry, you're getting that buffering. Anyone else getting buffering? Live always has these issues, Facebook, and I don't have a great setup for live, but I'm going to get a new camera today, and hopefully the focusing will be a bit better than what it is. Hello, Ian, says Cheryl. Any tips on trees, Ian? Yes, I have a lot of tips on trees. Karen Parker's saying no buffering. Karen Parker's got no buffering problems at all. Karen Parker's doing all right there. No buffering here, says Gregory Gilman either. Now, there was one somewhere up there. Can you tell us about up-and-coming tutorials? Yes, I can. I've got a few here. Some of them have been... Oh, where are they? Oh, where are they? Oh, hang on a minute. Just 1 minute. They're in the sewing room. Up-and-coming tutorials. Well, the boat you saw on my Facebook page, that's tomorrow's tutorial. What's next? I've done an acrylic mountain scene, just something I designed with a lake and a mountain in the sky there. That's got trees in it. Oh, that's right. Someone said about trees. Where are we? Can you tell us up-and-coming tutorials? Turtle shells are the worst for me. Sorry, I have problems painting rocks. I lost one, something about trees. Anyway, yeah, a lot of people don't have buffering. There is another one. This is like a cliff, a cliff within a mountain and a lake within inside and a misty sky. So it's like looking up, just something a beginner can attack, and it's got all snow there. So it's a cliff face and you're looking up at it. Okay. Oh, my tendonitis is killing me. Done another water scene, beach, ocean type of thing with a tree in it, something for a beginner. Okay. And there's a simple tree in that one, you'll learn. Okay. It's not too detailed and too hard. Goswina, Hoswina. She told me how do you pronounce her name, Hoswina. I'm very happy with your technique. Thank you very much. You're doing a good job. I see what you're doing, and you're creating your own spin, putting them in different shapes, circles and crowns. That's very good to see, changing people's art and putting your style on it. That's beautiful. Some artists say never use black because it's uninteresting. True? Oh, excuse me. Never use black. No, you can use black. I don't use black as a colour. I use black to create colours and depth. I might tint it down a bit, but like these ones here, I've just painted black over the old background. I find doing such as a portrait, a colourful background can be okay, but in my book, I like a black background. So it's just, bang, there's a portrait. That's all there is. Nothing else to look at, just that portrait of that face, whether it's an animal or a human. Do you ever paint snow scenes? I haven't really. There's 1,000,001 snow scenes out on YouTube there. Every man and his dog's painting snowy mountains and all that. You don't need me from Australia doing that. If anything, I just paint what I'm painting at the moment. I could look up and, because see, we don't even get snow here. You get that and you're familiar with it. So obviously it's something you can paint. We don't get it here. So I'm obviously painting things like, you know, we get this a lot over here, beaches, things like that. So yeah, I'll do a snow scene one day when I can work that out into my schedule. Do you ever paint snow scenes? Godswina says thank you. Marcia says, I tried doing some of your paintings also. They look good too. Well, that's good to see. Good to hear. Obviously, you're putting some effort into your work. You're practicing. Bruce Anderson is saying waves. Bruce, you like waves? I'll tell you what, I've seen a lot of beginners approach me as well and show me their work and taken some of the advice I give them. And I must say I'm very impressed with the quality of work they're putting out there and they're showing me. Honestly, it can put, you know, there's some tutorials out there or teachers, it can put them to shame in the way it looks. It looks a lot different to their work, and it's good stuff. So there's some people that's got some qualities in their work, and they're going to go places with their work. Trust me, I've seen it. Waves are hard, says Sulu. Well, I've got a few on waves in my, well, I've done a big wave. Boom, just a big wave. Nothing else but a wave. Check that one out. Check out the links in the description below of this video. You'll see my videos. There's over 200 on YouTube I have. Get into the playlist and work out what I've got, and you can watch what I've done, okay? Lisa is saying, I've asked this question twice before. You just scrolled past it. Sorry. Can you please tell me a substitute for the colour alizarin crimson. This is nothing to do with putting a sore, funny snow test. Some knowledge. Double plugger, no one knew. So Lisa, Serene, can you tell me a substitute for the colour alizarin crimson? That's a red colour, I think. You know what? I don't even know from memory what colour alizarin crimson is. I'm pretty sure it's a red. You can use just crimson or just red, or mix up. If you've got a primary red, or if you've got red there, try and mix up a tiny bit of other colour with it and see if you can sort of find that tone. But sorry, I can't help you any better than that. Marilyn Lynch is saying, this has nothing to do with painting, but saw a funny show testing someone's knowledge on Aussie slang. One was, it's a double plugger, and no one knew. It's a double plugger. I've never heard of that one either. It's a double plugger. Fernando from Canada says, I couldn't paint a wave to save my life until I saw your tutorial. Thank you very much. Well, thank you very much, Fernando, with the feedback. It's good to know that my tutorials are helping people like you. I've done an eagle and it was beautiful. Great stuff there, Brenda. Cheryl, love your beach pictures. Love sunrise, sunsets too. Bruce, deep red you use in space painting. There you go. Add burnt umber to your red. There you go. Who was that asked about the Lisa? Add burnt umber to your red. Thank you for that help there, Sulu. See, I don't know everything. I only know what I know. PT is do you think you can do a tutorial on a canal scape? It's something I always wanted to paint, a canal scape. I'll have to see what they look like, but I don't do requests. Sometimes your requests fit into my schedule, but unfortunately, thank you very much for asking me to paint certain subjects, but I do not do requests. Oh, the cat. The reason being, some of your requests you might like, but Overhaul General doesn't get the views for the video, and it's there's a lot of work that goes into making my videos, a lot of time and effort, so I like to use that to get more views rather than less views, if you know what I mean. Okay, so I hope that makes sense to you. Awesome, thank you very much. Russell Webb, don't know why this question keeps getting missed, but do you have a sort of library anywhere that your subscribers can post their painting attempts to? So all our attempts at your fabulous paintings, do I have a library? Hang on, do you have a library that keeps getting missed? Sort out the library anywhere that your subscribers can post their painting attempts. No, it's just on Facebook there, Russell. You can, if you've done a painting, you can send me a message and a photo of it in there, or you can tag me in. You add it to your wall and tag me in it, and when I get the notification, I'll be able to see it that way, and I can comment on it. I don't comment on everything, but if a lot of things that require a comment, I do comment, and to let you know that I've acknowledged it, I at least give you the thumbs up, a like signal. Okay. Going Gonzo says, hello, my friend. Good to see you. Hello, Going Gonzo. And what else we got there? My children are proud of me for using your tutorials. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Marcia. I still got my coffee here going cold. I got an Ohio cup here. This one was from Tammy Sharp sent me that one. Is it Ohio? From the Ohio. Yes, I got one from Oregon from a Yamaha Jackson. This one's from Tammy Sharp. I've got another one. I forget who that was from. For some reason, people are always sending me cups. I don't need cups, but thank you very much. And you're also welcome if you want to ever send me anything. You can message me on Facebook. And if you want to send me something, and every time somebody does send me something, it's always acknowledged in my videos, okay? So you never get missed out that way as well. It's just Gonzo going, okay, yeah, no, sorry, I'll just read it as the way it is here, because, yeah, so Gonzo. G'day, Gonzo. I love your painting, says Lillian. Gonzo says, I will send you a cup, definitely. Oh, okay, Gonzo, no problem there. LTE, and are you a fan of Bob Ross? Bob Ross? Robert Ross. No, I've seen his work. I've seen some of his when I was learning to paint, but I know he paints oils, and I had to. I've watched a bit of him, but I was watching a lot of Bill Alexander and Wilson Bickford showing how they paint. Wilson Bickford was good for me because he showed what I was looking for. Obviously, there weren't everything that I needed, but obviously he works in oils as well, and I had to adapt to get that look in acrylic. So yes, there's your answer to that. I hope it helps. I sent you the bullshit effect cup, says oh yes, Marilyn Lynch sent me the bullshit. She got a cup printed out and says Ian always gives the bullshit effect, because I just say it how it is. And for those of you that don't understand the word, the bullshit effect, when I say that in my paintings, what that is like, it's not a rude word as well, because I'm just saying it in a polite way. Like, would you like a cup of tea? That was used in a polite way. We're going to add the bullshit effect. It was said in the right manner. I'm not yelling and screaming and being angry saying that word. Anyway, and what I mean by the bullshit effect, let's just say you're doing a painting and you really mastered a better angle on, let's say, doing a cloud. And instead of your friends looking at your painting and going, yeah, that's nice, you know, you've added that bullshit effect, and they can't help themselves. They're just got to go, bullshit, man, that is great. That's the bullshit effect. That's what I mean by that. All right. Just be you, says Sulu. I do just be me. Ian, I love your paintings. I'm from Brazil. Thank you very much, Valerie. MXT 2001. What's the connection between the wolf and kitty fiddling? And kitty fiddling, what's the connection there? I don't know what you mean there. There's no connection there. They're just some black and white paintings that I've done that's sitting on the background, the background there. Could you create a group page called Ian Harris Fine Art page with a description, letting people, where we go, it's moving up and down, letting people know it's for the purpose of students to share their work? I can do that, Mark, but I think you manage a page. You might have to help me with that, because I'm not too tech savvy. So later on down the line, if you want to get hold of me and let me know, we can have a video call. So instead of typing backwards and forwards, and you can help me sort that out, okay, Mark? And that's something I would like to do, yes, so people can just bombard that page with their art. All right, so get back to me in a few hours' time with that, Mark, or when it suits you, okay? Ian, I love your paintings. I'm from Brazil. Thank you very much, Valdery. Aussie Broad says, LOL. G'day, Aussie Broad. Lisa, I must say, Ian, you are too sweet for this world. Thank you very much for that. I don't know how I'm too sweet for this, but thank you. I'll take it. Gregory Gilman saying, I've got that reaction with my version of your previous white barn. It is the best I've done so far. Thank you. Good stuff, Gregory. Good stuff. Gonzo saying, I'm curious, what is your favorite thing to paint? Like animals, landscapes, water scenes, what do you think you do best? You know, that's a funny question. Sometimes I do a bit of everything good, and sometimes I do some of the same subject and it's not quite looking the way I would have liked it to turn out. Let's say like this fox. I'm proud of that one. That's a damn good painting. It looks great. I'm surprised no one's bought that. They've gone and bought the most simplest things that I've painted. Or I've done an eye, just a black and white eye with a blue pupil. I'm surprised that's still sitting here. So to me, some of my good ones, Steve, I won't sell that one. That's my favourite painting. I look at that. That's hanging up in my kitchen, and I love that painting. So that's probably my favourite. It's hard for me to say a favourite as well because I don't get the opportunity to sit down. I'm going to make time to do detailed paintings and sell them for a good quid. They won't be tutorials, though. There'll be ones where I can sit down with no camera over my shoulder and not restricting me, and I can just paint in my own time there. I got that reaction with my version of your previous. Okay, I've read that one with Greg Gonzo. I'm curious. I read that one. Brenda, have you ever done flowers? No, I haven't done flowers. I'm not probably much of a floral person. There are artists out there that's solely expert in flowers, so you're probably best off, if you want to do flowers, watching some of their tutorials, how they do it. I'm supposed to be getting you to watch me, and here I am saying, oh, you go and watch other people. I mean, I can paint a flower. I'm not the full bottle at the flower. If you like the way I've done it, you can follow the way I've done it, but there'd probably be people out there say, oh, no, Ian, you're doing it wrong. But, yeah, leave it up to the experts. What else do we have here? It's a wolf, Lowell says believe. Glad to do so, Ian. We'll work it out. Thank you, Mark, for that. Yeah, well, me and Mark will get together and work out an Indianapolis. Well, we've got to work out a name too, and I've got a few good names worked out there, and I'm not going to spit them out yet because I don't want no one else to steal them. Where do you get your ideas for your paintings? My ideas, like from me head, from Pixabay. The boat, the sunset boat, was from my head. This one's from my head. I designed that, did a layout of a mountain. Some I see on, I've seen pictures, and I've used a part of that picture and a part of my imagination to create a painting. So that's where I get my ideas from. And I'll tell you what, being a YouTube artist, if you don't have someone feeding you with subjects all the time, oh, my son's getting ready for work, it's very hard to think, oh, what am I going to paint next? That becomes a problem for me, okay? But it's just part of the parcel. Hello from Florida, says Sarah Beer. Anna. Hello from Portugal, Lillian. Hello, Ian. I'm from Brazil. Love your paintings. Thank you very much, Lillian. Brenda. Can you do a kangaroo? I've been asked that a lot. If you go onto my video catalogue, all the animal paintings I've done, they might fetch maybe 1,000 views, a bit over 1,000 views, which is all fine. But the amount of time and effort I put into a video, it's a lot more beneficial for me to do videos that fetch 20,000, 10,000 views up into the millions of views, okay? They're what work for channels, okay? Anybody in their own right mind that has a YouTube channel ain't going to put 12 hours of work into something just to create a couple of views, okay? So that's just, unfortunately, the way it works. If I can incorporate a kangaroo, which I probably can do, into a landscape one, I'll do it that way, okay? But if I did one just solely on a kangaroo, there'll be a lot of people out there that like it, but there'll be thousands more that just won't react to it, okay? And that's what it's all about here on these social network platforms, okay? So long as you can understand that, all right? I'd love to see more Australian-oriented painting, says Gonzo. Yes, okay. Karen Parker, is Reese still painting? No, Karen. Reese is busy working. He got this job, and it's taking a lot of time out of him. And when he's finished, he just has some me time and then sleeps and goes to work the next day. He's and when he does have the time, he's into his his F1 platform there on that racing game there, okay? So he still tells me, I want to do it when I've got time, but he just doesn't have time at the moment, okay? Josween is saying, I found it difficult with the perspectivists for the stream. Okay, I make by the windmill. Style to the right. Ian. I'm sorry, your English obviously is not the best, which I understand, but I'm having trouble myself understanding. If someone can answer, because Weena's comment there, she's having difficulty with her, I think, perspective, and she's the stream right to go with the horizon. If anything, like I said to somebody else the other day, horizon lines need to be level. And see, do not make the mistake of bringing this one, come off the page with them. Do not make the mistake of bringing it down that way. You don't want a square or an L-shaped lake, river or something like that, okay? That's the perspective. Keep your horizon lines as level as possible if that's your problem there, Haswina. Anyone ever spent a whole evening painting a picture? Just, I've done that, and there's probably a few other people as well. Barry, there has been some bloody great sunsets up here in Gero lately. Yes, I've seen a few here in Perth, and you probably get the same ones there. So yeah, we've seen a few good sunsets. Yes, I've spent a couple of days painting, and they just don't turn out, says Gregory Gilman. That happens to all of us, Greg. You'll always have that happening, no matter where you are in your art journey. Love your paintings. Love your cat. Thank you very much, Lillian. Thanks, Sulu. What else did I want to get out there? I do now. Once again, check out the links in the description below. Follow me on Facebook. Check out my arts for sale. There's a link there that'll take you to my Facebook art album, which is available for sale, or my art tutorials. And the good thing about those tutorials is, obviously, you bought a painting you like, and you think, you know what? I want to see that actually being painted, and you can go onto the my YouTube channel and watch that painting being painted, because I put let's get this one. I've got a sore arm. Sorry. So like this. Let's just say you bought this one. On the back, I have the number. Okay, hashtag 96. This one is painted by Ian Harris, the acrylic guru. And I put the year on it. Obviously, back then when I was doing these labels, this one at the time was over 4,000 views. So you can watch them being painted, which is a good thing as well. And who knows, years down the track when we all pass away, and imagine if there was videos of Van Gogh actually painting the actual painting. You can see the actual stroke being created. It's interesting. Gregory's saying she is having a problem with the perspective of the stream. It turns to the right, going to the horizon. Yes, there was some. Maybe it was you I was talking to, Haswina, about that. But I was speaking to someone, and they get the horizon line just going a bit skew-whiff, and it makes it look all wrong. So what else did I want to get out there? Okay, yeah, checking out the links. So my art for sale is there. There's one for my Patreons page. I have a Patreons page. There's a few people on board there that support my content, and I thank you very much for that. As you know, using good quality mediums and that are not cheap, and making videos isn't cheap, but I do it for nothing. I don't do it and expect money, but these Patreon platforms are there to allow people that want to donate money to people like me and others. They can, and it's just a way of supporting our content. So there's my Patreon platform there if you want to jump on board and subscribe $1 or a couple of dollars a month. Okay, what else is there? Also, once again, thank everybody for your supporting my channel there. It's slowly growing. I think we're ready to hit 60,000 subscribers, which is pretty good. Okay. So thank you very much for supporting my content. The good thing about it, or not the good thing about it, one good thing you can do for those people that want to help me, and I know some of you do, but some of you probably don't realize you can do it, is every time you watch my YouTube video, share it onto your Facebook wall, put your thumbs up, and it's getting it out there to more people, okay? And it'll get more people on board to help support my channel as well, because I have a full-time job. I'm a roof plumber, so I don't do this full-time. I would like it as time progresses, where I can just do my art time, then I can give you so much more. But at the moment, I'm limited to what I can give you, okay? Gonzo, any suggestions on blending colors on larger paintings? Yes, use a larger blending brush and make sure you've practiced your blending quite well, so when you do blend, you're going to get some great stuff happening. Because if you're not quite the full bottle of blending and you're doing a larger surface, you're going to sort of come undone and get frustrated, all right? It's that easy. Janice, when do you find time to do your roofing job and sleep? Well, I just woke up from, when did I go to sleep last night? Maybe 11 o'clock. So I've had 6-7 hours sleep. Monday to Friday I work. I don't work every day. I'm not working 9 to 5. I'm my own boss, so I work for myself, and I source my jobs, I price them, and I do them myself. And so I'm not working all day every day, but the days I'm not working, they're the days I'm painting, okay? Gonzo wants to know, is there any retarder I suggest? Buy a small bottle where you are. I'm not sure exactly where you're located, and try it out. Add about 10% to the volume of your paint and mix it up and see how it works for you. I use retarder in my videos the way I paint, in my painting habits. Because I'm using it the way I'm showing you in my videos, that isn't the way to use retarder. That is a way, and it's the way I use it. There's probably other artists that use it totally different ways, but yeah, that's just the way I use it. And will they help me blend it? But retarders will help you blend there, Gonzo. They help me blend my skies and clouds, as you've seen. Okay, the sunset boat that's coming out tomorrow, if anything, I used a bit too much retarder in that one, but I pulled it off, but I wouldn't use that much. But it does help you blend, okay? Janice Burns, Josonjay is the best. I use Josonjays, Janice Burns says, and I use Atelier as well, but there are other brands as well. And if anything, it looks like baby oil, but it is not baby oil, okay? What do we got there? We've been going on for an hour. My God, I better start wrapping this up. Otherwise, it'll be too long for everybody to watch. All right. This has been fun. And like I said, check out the links in the description below. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already subscribed, and press the bell so you'll be notified when I'm putting a video up. Okay. Any paintings you want to buy from me, contact me on Facebook, and all purchases are done through PayPal. And if you don't have a PayPal account, find a friend or a family member that would help lend you theirs, okay? So I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to say good luck and good on you.